There is a fierce competition among data scientists in this growing field of machine learning. In this small talk, I will provide you a definite roadmap to upskill to become a most sought after data scientist. This talk can also become a learning path for those who aspire to be modern data scientists. Let me first start with the programming language. For machine learning, what is the most preferred language? Needless to say, Python is the most preferred language for ML development. R is yet another preferred language. And there are so many right from C, C++, Java, Scala, and C Sharp. There is one more that is worth mentioning, and that is Julia. If you are a seasoned ML developer, consider using Julia for its high performance. Okay, you will decide to go along with the majority and select Python as your language for development. The question for a beginner would be, to what extent do I need to master the language? If you look up a typical ML development code, it looks like this. This template code remains the same across all ML projects. What changes is only the algorithm selection. Now tell me, where is the scope for using advanced Python? If you consider any other software development, you cannot simply proceed until you master the programming language. I mean to say, you need to understand object-oriented and functional programming features, their implementation in the language, before you even start developing a software application. This is true for any language, let it be C++, Java, or Scala. So to say, you do not need to bother yourself with object-oriented and functional programming features of Python to develop machine learning models. In fact, your ML model training and inference code just runs into, say, 100 to 200 lines of code, and there is no scope to apply these advanced features. The beauty of ML code development is that the same code, or rather the template, is used across all ML projects. What a great relief for programmers. I shall like to add here that a company like Blobcity has put up ready-to-use templates for 400 plus ML algorithms. Using such services, it will take away your work of even writing a skeleton code. The important takeaway from this discussion is that you need not learn only, or rather learn only the basic Python programming. For ML development, you do not need to be a Python expert as what many others might claim. Can I say this? Maybe mainly to sell their Python courses. Your next learning is the machine learning library. My recommendation is to go for scikit-learn. Not just a widely used library, but the one that provides tons of tools for productive modeling and analysis. Along with it, learn pandas, numpy, which are required for data preparation and representation. Learn matplotlib and seaborn for data visualization and EDA. For algorithm selection, use AutoML. AutoML is a tool that will apply several ML algorithms to your dataset and rank them in the ascending order of their performance accuracy. With AutoML, you do not need to develop the expertise of those hardcore data scientists. A lot of saving in terms of the learning process. You just need to learn the concepts behind the various algorithms and what problems they solve. Here is a comprehensive list of AutoML tools. You need not learn all, just pick up one by doing your own survey. For fine-tuning the hyperparameters of the selected algorithm, these are the tools. Pick up one of your choice. A new baby that has now entered ML development is the success of artificial neural networks. Now, whether you should use classical ML or ANN remains a big question. I have presented the entire model development process adapted by a modern data scientist in my earlier presentation. You may like to watch it to understand the selection between classical ML and ANN. My recommendation is to use Tensorflow for your ANN development. It is a complete platform. Here are some benefits of using Tensorflow for ANN development. You can define efficient data pipelines for feeding the network, both training and testing datasets. You can distribute the training across several processors to reduce the training time. It allows you to use any of the processors, that is CPUs, GPUs, or even TPUs, for both training and in production. The other most important benefit is the deployment. We can deploy the same model on the on-prem servers, cloud, and even on edge devices. If I can suggest, read my book on why and how to use TensorFlow. The book has 25 plus real-life projects based on several ANN architectures. ANN technology has given us another enormous advantage. The tech giants have trained deep neural networks and allowed us to use their learning. We call this transfer learning. The models that these companies have created, no individual in this world could do so. There are several pre-trained models available in the market. They train the models for a specific purpose. You simply need to understand it before transferring their learning to your own model. Here comes an important aspect. All currently developed ML models were trained on data collected maybe more than a year long. In the current pandemic, the customer visiting, buying patterns have changed beyond our imaginations. What you need is retraining of all those old models, a high cost proposition. Here comes the new concept. What we need is the model that will learn itself from the new data. Develop the model that will get continuously trained on the streaming data and simultaneously let the user use the most recently trained model for inference. We call this dynamic modeling, and it is a very challenging area for data scientists. Consider learning PySpark for dynamic modeling on streaming data. If the data has high frequency, it further increases your challenges. But this is going to be the need soon. So acquire skills of dynamic modeling on streaming, maybe even high frequency data sets. In my upcoming presentation, I will cover dynamic modeling. The last and important skill that you need to gain is to learn machine learning as a service concept. Here are some of the tech giants which provide this service. In using this service, you just need to upload your data set on their servers and they do the rest of the job to give you a ML model ready to move to their production servers. They do far more than a trivial AutoML. They can be an enormous threat to data scientists. You can fear for your extinction. Learn these technologies. Who knows? It would thrill your boss to get a quickly developed and deployed ML product. After all, it saves a lot of money for his company. I have provided you with a comprehensive view on the skills that you need to be a top-notch data scientist in the current state of AI ML development. Good luck and strive to be on top of the ladder be the most sought after data scientists. Thank you for watching this video. If you like it, subscribe to Block City channel for more such upcoming videos.